Let me be your leader.
I gave our DD driver 5 stars, even though his driving was a little bit herky-jerky and his brakes squealed. But I give everyone 5 stars because I figured like that job doesn't pay enough. And maybe he needs the money to get his brakes fixed. And this is becoming increasingly ubiquitous around the world here too, that service-facing workers are gonna have to get rated to merit their full pay, which kind of sucks. I had some kind of troubleshooting issue with the woman who works at the hosting provider for our website. www.𝗖𝗵𝚪.com. We update like twice a year. And at the conclusion of our interaction, she sent me a little like customer satisfaction survey that made it very clear, like my feedback, if it was good enough and she got enough good enough for the day, she would get like a little prize. Like I think I maybe even could pick like send her a cup of coffee or something, which just pay your workers. Just pay your workers, man. I mean, it didn't come out of my pocket, so of course I did it, because I do like, I think people who work should get compensation, but I don't think like, all right, this is a rant, a little bit of a rant, but like there have been studies done, the whole purpose of tipping in America is justified by, well, it incentivizes better service, but there are so many studies that show it does not. And in fact, look into it. It incentivizes customer abuse of their waitresses often. And I use waitresses because it is a gendered issue, not specifically. I just read an article about gamification in Wired because as a behavioral incentive, companies and professionals have been doing it long enough that we can now analyze if it's effective or not. And it turns out it's very effective if it's voluntary to buy in and you are bought in. But workplaces that turn like the job you're supposed to do into a mandatory game have terrible response to this. And I kind of understand why. I would totally be annoyed. Like, I just want to do a job and get paid for that job. If you want to make it better, give me more money to do work for you. Don't like make it fun, especially not enforced fun. Or like stop screaming at your subordinates or whatever else you do to make your workplace so shitty. This is all to say, I try to be nice, extra nice to service workers because I've worked retail and it sucks. And in fact, it sucks so much that I think everybody should have to work retail just so they understand the stew of humanity we're all steeped in.